welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is River M, if you don't know me. And yeah, I want to keep this intro very short because I'm really tired. Yo guys, I'm tired. And you know what, ne? I drank Monster earlier on at like 2 p.m. because I'm only gonna sleep at like 1 a.m. But I don't know, I don't usually drink Monster. I usually drink Play, but I don't always drink it. But now my energy level is, I don't know if it's hunger or what, but I told myself that I need to record this video because if I don't, you guys are skew. I hope it's straight now. Because if I don't, there won't be a video this week as well. And last week you guys didn't have a video. So I'm just like, you know, let me do my part from that angle. Anyway, before you go any further, please don't forget to leave me a purple heart if you made it here. And like, comment, tell your friends to tell their friends. We are on the road to 1,500 subscribers. Speaking of that, actually, my hands are dry. Anyway, it's fine. Speaking of that, I want to do a giveaway when I get to 2,000 subscribers. So please do the things. I'll do 2 giveaways, one for South Korea and one for, what do you call this, South Africa, because you know I'm currently in South Korea and I'm South African. Unfortunately, like if you're in another country, unfortunately I can't do that because I don't know like the logistics. I don't even know what the giveaway is going to be, but I don't know how I'm gonna go about if like I decide to choose like the next big viewers, large viewership. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, I hope you guys can hear me. Let me do this. I hope you guys can hear me. I feel like it's much better. Yeah, anyway, so what else did I want to say? Yeah, I don't know what the giveaway is gonna be, but when we reach 2,000 subscribers, that's what I'm gonna do. Ooh, the lighting here, love it. That's why I'm sitting like this. I could be sitting like this because it makes sense, but anyway, don't mind the mess and you know, think about me and what I'm about to say. Also, what I wanted to say is I realized you guys enjoy seeing me speak, or rather hearing me speak. Because I was looking at the previous video, it has so many views compared to my other vlogs, and I know in vlogs where I speak a lot, you guys just watch. I don't know, but yeah, anyway, let me stop rambling and do what I'm here to do. Before I do that, I have chips. You know me, I'm trying new things. I got these lace. One thing about South Korean products, for the first time they actually are able to, they're lace truffle flavored. Anything truffle flavored is good, so let's hope these are good. Okay, it's hunger. It's definitely hunger. Because I didn't really eat lunch. Today's lunch was not it. I didn't even take a picture of it because I was like, Anyway, you're not there. The reason I'm here is, as you can see by the title of the video, really. I don't know what the title is going to be actually. Let me see. Probably, can you survive on 10,000 rands in South Korea? Which is, how much is 10,000 rands? Click. Probably about 700,000 Korean won, plus minus. Yeah, just over 700,000 Korean won. Can you survive on that? And the answer is yes, of course. So basically what I'm doing right now is showing you guys how much I spend in a month on a regular. Yeah. Also, disclaimer, my expenses are definitely going to be different from people who live in bigger cities, who live in bigger apartments or nicer apartments. As you can tell, my apartment isn't so fancy, so the costs like maintenance and what else, electricity bill or whatever, will not be so high as well. Yeah, anyway, officially, let's get into the video. I want to keep this me speaking for the next 10 minutes because I've got so much to do and so little time. Yeah, so I'm going to do it into different parts. So the first part is, what are my monthly deductions? Deductions, by what I mean by that is, oh, it's my camera, it's not me. What I mean by that is how much is deducted from my gross income, gross salary, before I get it, right? Okay, so my monthly deductions are, see, made notes. One day I'll have a camera. Anyway, income tax. I know if you're South African, and I don't know which other country, we're not supposed to be paying it for the first 2 years, but because SARS is delaying with my thing, I don't have it, so I pay it. But one thing, my the admin at my school told me that once I have that residency certificate, that's what it's called, they will refund me all the income tax, I've been paying. So I pay income tax, which is 23,320 Korean won. I don't know if it's fixed or it's dependent on your salary. It's probably dependent on your salary. Yeah, so that's like 309 rands, guys. The amount of tax I was paying when I was in South Africa, and I was not even earning this much. Anyway, and then I also pay inheritance tax, which is 2,330. Based on this amount, I think it's a portion of the income tax. I don't know, like maybe 1% of the income tax or 10%. I don't know. Anyway, let me not assume. I don't know how they calculate these amounts. And that is 30 rands. 30 rands. I don't remember when I converted. So the current the amounts in rand, the amount in rands may be higher or a bit lower depending on when you're converting. Disclaimer. And then I pay health insurance, which is 79,260, which is 1,050. And it's not too bad actually, because in South Africa my medical aid would be exhausted, like, guys. Yeah. And here you just pay, like, there's a co-payment when you go to the doctor or the hospital, but it doesn't get exhausted. Anyway, and then I pay long-term care insurance. I don't know what that is. And that's 10,260, which is 136 rands. So my total deductions before I get my salary, 115,170 Korean won is deducted, which is 1,525. All my deductions, and this is like, when I'm looking at it, I'm like, this is the amount of tax plus minus what I was paying in South Africa, just tax minus all the other deductions I had. Anyway, it is what it is. Now we move into the second part. I like this lighting so much. Oh my gosh, it's making me pimple free, except this one. But oh, anyway, let me focus. I have debit orders which go off my what do you call this? My Korean bank account. My SIM card, because you pay for SIM card service here. It's not like in South Africa you can, but you get, like, here you don't really have an option to choose whether you want prepaid or a contract. You automatically have to get a contract, if that makes sense. So my SIM card plan is 32,000 Korean won, and it actually went down this year because last year, oh, I was blinded, but it's fine. It is what it is. And I think, oh, I get unlimited calls to any network, not international calls, no. And then 6 gigabytes of data. So that's 32,000 Korean won, which is 424, which isn't bad considering in South Africa I didn't have a contract, and I would buy like airtime, for whenever I have to go out, or I don't know, so it sort of amounts to what I would be spending in South Africa minus the Wi-Fi. Yeah, anyway, and then at my school, I don't know if this applies to everyone, but we have a school friendly membership. That's what they call it. It's 30,000 Korean won per month, and that's 397. So every end of semester, they calculate whatever was used, and then they give you back a portion. Because I remember last semester I got back, so the total over 6 months is like 180,000 Korean won, and I got back 101,000 something Korean won. So even though I paid monthly, I know it's not always used up, and I will get something back. I can't get over my face. Anyway, and then if you didn't know, now you should know. We pay for school lunch. Yes, the school lunch we eat, it's not free, but I would rather have that than have to worry about cooking every single day just so that I can have lunch at school. Please. So my main school lunch, it fluctuates. It really fluctuates. But when I calculated this, it was 64,800. But I saw last month they took 56,000. So I think it fluctuates. It depends. So this is like, it automatically gets taken out of my account though. So it's like 858 for lunch. And the lunch is nutritious. Like South African lunches, like school lunches, are not as nutritious as this. Like, where have you seen eating cherries? Like, I've never had to buy cherries on my own in South Africa. Like prawns for lunch. Where have you seen that? Like, so it's worth it. Like 850 is not so bad. And then my travel school lunch, it's 14,500, which is 192. This is because I go there only once a week on Fridays only. So yeah, that's why it's like so cheap. So 192 divided by 4, that's like what, 40 something rand for a meal. Not bad at all. Anyway, and then coupon, I've got this coupon thing, I don't know what it is, and I've actually got 2 coupon deductions. There's the Rocket Pay and there's the other one, something. So it's like 7,890. I don't know how I activated it, but I saw the other day in the group they were saying it's for coupon eats for fast fresh delivery or something like that. I don't know, but it gets deducted automatically. So that's like 105 rand. And then I've got Disney Plus, that's like 9,900, which is 131 rand. And Netflix, 5,500, which is 73 rand. So in total, my debit orders, like, they automatically get deducted, 164,590 Korean won, which is 2,180 rand. So yeah, and then my monthly expenses. So like I said previously, it will vary from person to person, based on like what you eat, what you buy, what you spend on, but this is my monthly expenses. And so groceries / toiletries and such necessities, I would say I spend about 200,000 Korean won, which is like 2,650, right? And then I pay gas. My gas is 50, it's usually, so these are rounded figures, but estimates as to how much it usually is around. It's not like fixed figures, because there's no way it could be a fixed figure, because 1 month you decide to buy this and another you decide to buy that, right? Yes. So gas, it's 15,000 Korean won, which is like 199 rand. And then electricity is usually about 10,000 Korean won, which is like 133 rands. Where have you seen? Somewhere. Anyway, I don't pay for water and maintenance unless the water is included somewhere. But one thing for sure I don't pay for is maintenance. Yeah, I don't know. I live in a building which they do maintain it. I just don't pay it. God forbid I have to pay it at the end. But anyway, and then takeout, I usually budget that's my budget now. 100,000 Korean won per month, which is 1,325. Reason being, I order once a week, and when I order, sometimes I actually go to the physical store and I would need to take a taxi or walk. And when I go there, like I buy like things that, if let's say I go to Loteria, I would buy like the burger meal, and I would buy the chicken, the wings, and the nuggets, and the ice cream. So like usually it amounts to like about 20,000. And when I order on Coupon Eats, there's usually like a minimum order, usually like 20,000, or so depending on what I'm ordering, it would make sense to budget that much for my takeout. And then transport, I walk to school, so like I said, it's different for everyone. People who use the bus, because it doesn't make sense for me to use the bus, because where the bus will drop me, I still have to walk 15 minutes, whereas I walk like 10 minutes to the bus stop. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. So I don't use thingy, but when I do use a taxi, I usually use about 50,000 Korean won, not at one go. I use the taxi when I'm late, because yes, I do become late at sometimes. Yeah, that sounded so wrong. But anyway, when I'm late, when it's raining heavily, when I'm not feeling well, so it's rare for me to use a taxi really. Like even today it was dream, and I was like, I have an umbrella and it's a big one. I'm like, let me walk, getting my steps, because I don't exercise as I would prefer. Yeah. And then so that's my transport, 50,000 Korean won, which is 663 rand. And then Daiso, I usually budget like 25,000 Korean won, but sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less, because sometimes I have to buy like rewards for my students. Sometimes I run out of things out of the house, in the house, and I'm like, I need to top up. So it just depends, right? So 25,000 Korean won, which is 332 rands. And then, this videos keep coming long because I can't stop talking. Anyway, and then miscellaneous. I wrote miscellaneous because I have like that times where I just go to the convenience store. I have a toxic relationship with the convenience store. There are weeks where I'm like, I'm avoiding the convenience store, and other weeks I'm like every day, because I pass there when I come home, like, convenience store, what do I want? Medalines, what do I want? Ice cream, So I'll say I spend 20,000 at the convenience store, which is probably a lie. It could be more. It's definitely more. It's definitely more. But because I don't always go, like this week, it's only Monday, but I don't plan on going this week because I'm like, I've got things at home, But like there are weeks where I'm just like, I'm craving this, Anyway, so 20,000 is like 265. It's probably more. Yeah, I just don't have like the exact figure, but it's probably more. Anyway, so that's what I spend on monthly, and then every 6 weeks or every second month, there are things that I spend on, which are nails, hair, and meat. I don't buy meat every month because I live alone. I cook once a week and I eat the food. I don't mind eating leftovers really. Anyway, my nails, but I haven't been doing my nails for a while because I told you guys my nail lady is not available until further notice. But that thing, when she's back, you will see there will be signs. Anyway, I usually pay 40,000. It's never more than that, because I usually pay like a 10,000 deposit to secure my appointment, and then I usually get charged like 30,000 for the balance. Yeah, so it's 40,000 Korean won. But when I think of it in rands, I'm like, my goodness. But I need to do some kind of self-care, So that's how I'm consoling myself. Anyway, 40,000 Korean won is 530 rands. It's basically like doing your nails at Sobe. And I actually think, no, not even. When I used to go to Sobe, I would do my nails and my toenails. Just do my hands this time around. Maybe Candy Co. is this expensive, probably. I've never done my nails there though. Or Tommy Taylor, I don't know. Could be lying. But anyway, yeah, that's how I'm consoling myself for it. You know what? I need to do some kind of self-care. Anyway, hair, I usually budget. Sorry, I got an email notification. I usually budget like 100,000, which is transport from my city to Busan, because I do my hair in Busan, to and back, to pay the hair lady and to eat. I never eat anything expensive because I'm just like, you know, it's a day trip. Sometimes I grab something in the house to snack on, and then I just grab lunch or breakfast. You know, it just depends. So 100,000. Oh, guys, when I think of this money. Anyway, 100,000 is 1,325. When I think of it, I'm just like, wow, that's wild, because I could go to a salon, walk in, and get my hair done 4 times. But you know what? It's fine. Self-care. Self-care. Meat. I buy meat on Albazar. If you didn't know, now you know. I usually pay about 50,000 Korean won. And I get a lot of things actually. If you've seen my previous vlogs, you will see that, yeah, I get quite a lot of things. So 50,000 Korean won, it's like 662 rands, and that's like a lot. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys the total monthly expenses. Anyway, so total monthly expenses, that's before, actually, I hope you guys did not hear that, because my stomach is, hey. Anyway, my total for every second month is 190,000 Korean won, which is 2,517 rands, right? Which is meat, hair, and nails. And then my total monthly expenses of everything else is 420,000 Korean won, which is 5,567. Right? Okay, I want to be quick now because I've got like, yeah. So if I had to say if I had to calculate my deductions, my debit orders, and my fixed monthly expenses, yeah, my deductions, which I don't think I should be including, but it's fine. My deductions, so everything which is deductions, what I pay before my salary gets to me, my debit orders, and then my monthly expenses, it's like 700,000 Korean won, which is 9,300 rands, right? So sorry, I just got thinking, how am I gonna edit this video? But it's fine. But it doesn't make sense for me to include my debit orders, because that's the amount that gets deducted before I get my actual salary. So what I survive on after I get my actual salary. So debit orders and fixed monthly costs are like 580. And if I had to include like my every 6 months, or if I'm feeling, I don't know, whatever, and I want to do my hair every month or my nails every month, it would cost me 775,000 Korean won, which would be 10,300 rands. This is, I don't know when I did these calculations, guys. I've had this for a while, maybe 2 weeks now. Yeah, and then all together, including like my deductions, my debit orders, my monthly costs, and my every second month or every 6 weeks costs, that's like 900,000 Korean won, which is 11,955. But if you think about it, I don't have to include the deductions, like I said. So basically, you can survive on 10,000 rands. But one thing that wastes my money, you know what wastes my money? Shopping. Hey, I love shopping, guys. I love shopping. But I don't shop every month. I'm a better person now. We make financial decisions and all that. But yeah, this video was basically to show you guys that you can survive on 10,000 rands and in a month if you live within your means. If you remember, I also did not include costs of, like, there are weekends where I go out, not out as in like clubbing, but to a different city to see my friends. I didn't include things like if I want to go to a cafe and just chill there, you know. I didn't include, what else didn't I include? Shopping, like I said. But for your basics, you will be able to survive on that amount and look good, do your nails, you know. So yeah, I hope this information was useful to you, and if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Even if you didn't like it, please give it a thumbs up. Please comment with a purple heart, and don't forget to subscribe down below, and tell your friends to tell their friends. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. It's going to be a vlog, and like I said, guys, life is happening these days. Yeah, so I'll be releasing a video every second week. If I'm pushing it, 3 videos in a month, but I don't want to promise and say I'll be as consistent as before, because whoa, like even now when I'm recording, I'm like, yo, what I could have done in these 25 minutes, but it's okay. Anyway, yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Love you lots.